Usually when we talk about a packed schedule, there's this expectation of efficiency, like a game of Tetris. You just keep rotating the blocks, like the meetings, the chores, the errands, until they all just perfectly lock into place.
Right, yeah. We like to think we can optimize our way out of feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly. But,
Yeah.
I mean, what if the only way to win the game is to just buy your way out of playing some of those blocks entirely? Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today, we're looking at cents for seconds and why trading your money for minutes might actually be the ultimate investment.
It's such a great topic. We've got a really fascinating stack of sources for you today.
Yeah, we're combining large-scale behavioral economics research with neuroeconomic MRI scans and the psychology of money. Our mission is to figure out why buying time acts as a powerful stress buffer and, why our brains fight so hard against doing it.
So the foundation of this whole thing comes from a massive study. We're talking over 6,000 people across 4 different
Ah,
countries.
that's a lot of data.
Yeah, and the data proves a very specific concept. Basically, using discretionary income to outsource unenjoyable chores like cleaning or cooking, it actually acts as a measurable shield against daily time pressure.
Which makes sense, and the Vancouver experiment really grounds this. Researchers took 60 working adults and gave them $40 for a material purchase one weekend.
Right, like buying a shirt or a bottle of wine.
Exactly. And then the next weekend, they got another $40, but they had to spend it on a time-saving service. And the days they bought time yielded significantly higher positive moods and lower end-of-day stress. But I have a fundamental issue with this setup.
Oh, what's the issue?
Well, paying $40 to buy time sounds great, but realistically, doesn't the mental load of finding, hiring, and managing a stranger to clean your house just sort of replace the stress of scrubbing the floors yourself? I mean, it sounds exhausting.
That is the exact hurdle most people assume exists. However, the statistical analysis show the benefit isn't just about, gaining an extra hour of free time.
What is it about then?
It's about removing the anticipatory dread of the chore. When you outsource a task you hate, you stop running it as a background process in your brain all week. You are freeing up massive cognitive bandwidth.
Oh, I see. That makes total sense. It's like paying a professional to clear out a few rows in your Tetris game.
That's a perfect way to put it.
The blocks are still falling, but now you actually have the cognitive space to rotate them without the screen flashing red. Which brings up an obvious paradox.
The millionaire paradox.
Yeah, like if buying time guarantees a better mood and frees up all this bandwidth, you'd think anyone with the cash would be doing it. But I'm guessing the data says otherwise.
It reveals a staggering contradiction, actually. Out of over 800 millionaires surveyed,
Yeah.
almost 50% spent $0 outsourcing tasks they actively disliked.
Wait, 50%. So half of these millionaires are scrubbing their own toilets while sitting on fortunes.
Yeah, exactly. They have the resources, but they refuse to buy the blocks. And it points to something much deeper than just preferring to do things yourself.
So what is it? Just a weird habit?
It points directly to our neurobiology. When we spend money, neuroeconomic MRI scans show activation in the anterior insula.
The anterior insula.
Right, and that is the exact same center of the brain that processes physical pain. It is literally known as the pain of paying.
Oh, wow. So it actually hurts.
Yes. For people operating on a money miser script, which is essentially a deeply ingrained psychological rule, often developed in childhood, where accumulating money equals survival parting with cash triggers a neurological threat response.
I see. So that biological pain completely overrides the logical benefit of saving time. I
Exactly.
can see the evolutionary psychology there, but let's play devil's advocate for a second. Couldn't you argue that doing your own chores is just healthy frugality? It keeps you grounded and prevents lifestyle creep.
That's a fair point, but the clinical difference comes down to intent and control. True frugality is value-driven and empowering.
How do you...
You choose to do a chore because you want to allocate those funds towards something you deeply value. Miserly behavior, on the other hand, is fear-driven and restrictive.
Oh, so it's about avoiding spending out of a deep-seated anxiety about depletion, even when holding onto the money makes your daily life objectively worse.
Spot on.
So if you're holding on to cash just to avoid the pain of paying, you're essentially hoarding stress. But let's bring this back to you, the listener. We aren't all millionaires. Does this principle hold up if you're on a tighter budget?
It absolutely does. The research shows this happiness boost applies across all income levels. Strikingly, U.S. data revealed an even stronger correlation between buying time and life satisfaction for less affluent individuals.
Really? Even stronger.
Yes, provided basic survival needs were met, of course.
Well, that makes sense because the contrast is sharper. When you're experiencing a time famine, that chronic feeling of having way too much to do and not enough hours, swapping a material purchase for a time-saving service offers immediate, tangible relief.
Right, you aren't just buying a service, you are buying the experience of peace.
And that aligns perfectly with broader economic findings. Like, spending intentionally on experiences maximizes our joy far more than acquiring things.
Exactly. Exchanging cents for seconds is a scientifically proven shield against modern stress. It shifts you from a scarcity mindset regarding your time to an abundance mindset.
But we want to leave you with a final twist to mull over today. Researchers looking at lottery winners found that sudden windfalls often trigger what's called sudden wealth syndrome.
Yeah, that identity crisis where people hoard cash out of pure anxiety rather than spending it to improve their lives.
Right. So if you won the lottery tomorrow, would you actually use it to buy back your time? Or would your brain's hidden money scripts keep you standing in front of that Tetris board, anxiously scrubbing your own floors while the blocks pile up?